Okay, is this working a little better?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay, sweet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep my camera off because the internet here is really slow.
Okay, that's fine.
Oh, great, we can hear you.
Yep, internet's really slow here though, so I'm gonna have to keep my camera off.
That's okay, whatever works.
Your Morgan Freeman voice is pretty good. Nice and deep.
Yeah, I just don't have the candor that Morgan Freeman has.
That's funny.
Missing the gravitas.
For sure.
You could do the Christopher Nolan Bane pretty well though.
Yeah. Do any of us have the actual thing, what we're supposed to discuss, pulled up?
I do.
Okay.
Not yet. Maybe in 5 minutes I will.
It says, discuss your team's progress on the service learning project. Each team member is to answer, what specific service are you providing for your community partner? How many hours have you logged so far? What are you learning and developing your servant leader skills? Be specific.
All right.
Yeah.
Are you going to be there tomorrow, or when are your times coming up?
Wait, I thought I was going to be there tomorrow at 8 a.m.
You are?
I thought so.
Yeah, good. Well, I won't be there till 9, but actually you're there at 8, right?
Yep.
Oh.
If I show up, it's going to be a little after 8 because I'm in Grinnell right now, and I don't get off 7 in the morning.
Oh.
I think it's awesome, though. If all 3 of us there, we could maybe really make a head start on our
project.
I don't have a laptop. If somebody could bring a laptop so we can start working on the PowerPoint.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and I bring, I filled out the community service form that was due when we had to discuss our project. So I'll bring that tomorrow too, because that answers all the questions about the history, the mission, who do you serve.
Yeah.
Perfect.
So we can incorporate that then into a PowerPoint. And
I think I still have the proposal somewhere on my computer with the specific objectives.
Perfect. If we can bring that all together tomorrow, that'd be a really big head start.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay, so do we want to like just all like do like number 1 and go around and say it, or do we want to do like 1 through 4 just in like all at once? Or
it is right now, let's have someone prompt with questions, someone kind of be our leader and prompt with the questions, and then we can just each answer them. Okay,
sounds good. So the first question is, what specific service are you providing for your community partner? So I guess I'll go first real quick. I'd say that overall our service is just, or the service of the Evelyn K. Davis Center is to help individuals find jobs and like enhance their skills. So, but specifically, I'd say that I do that by helping them meet with the people who are going to help them like build their resumes. I orient them on the computer. They can fill out the form that lets them say, you know, what do they need, what kind of services that they think that they might want in the future. And then we kind of talk with them, you know, just orient them kind of, and then usually get them ready kind of for their meeting with the job coach. So that's what I would say is one of the bigger ones.
I'll go next because I agree with that totally. I would say that's a very good definition of the responsibilities of our objectives there. I think we assist the clients in their orientation to the resource center, and at the same time, through that process, we are kind of getting orientated to that resource center, because I know I don't know if you guys have had the experience, but they've let me sit in with conversations with some of the job coaches and stuff to learn, what they provide. And that has really helped me understand exactly what the Resource Center is offering their clients. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, though, is I just, assist as they come in and get them directed in the way they need to get the resources they need. So
yeah,
that's what I feel like
I think pretty much that's the most that we do for clients. But I also think that even if we don't assist the clients directly, we assist the providers who are giving the client services, which makes their jobs a little easier, by maybe like directing them to the computers, or like sometimes when I go and then someone needs to talk to a job coach and maybe the job coach is on break or something, I talk to them and get down some information before the job coach comes around, so it's easier for them to do their job, so they don't start from scratch. So I think that not only is it that we're providing direct service to clients, but we are assisting the providers of the services at the facility. So that's one thing.
Very good.
Yeah, even like just taking people back to like the computers or anything, it really helps them be more like productive, I think, on their time, because there's always people coming in and out, and so even helps the receptionists.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know if I have much more to add.
Yeah, but I think that's mostly what the service is.
Yeah.
I think we've covered it. We do take what the providers have done there. I don't know if anyone's had anything different that they've had a chance to do.
I got to sit in with financial, like the financial aid kind of lady, like, financial service, and she was nice. She kind of told me they teach people kind of like how to like budget and things like that, their money. They teach people how to, like, they were helping some people with their taxes because it's tax time. Trying to think. They just have they offer a lot of classes about how to spend your money smart and all that type of stuff. So
great.
That's good.
Okay, but number 2 is how many hours have you logged so far? So I have logged 11 so far. Tomorrow is my last 4 hours to do for 15. So yeah, it's gone by really quick. I think, like, doesn't ever feel like I've been there for that long. It's fun to get to know. You even get to know people even just after like your second day. You kind of recognize some of the people still, or already, which is fun. Get to know some of the people, and yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah,
How
like
many
I
hours?
said. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
Oh no, that's fine. I was gonna say I haven't had the chance to log any hours yet. Tomorrow will be my first hours because
Okay.
I've been really busy with some of my other classes and with the military mission I've been on. So I haven't had any chance to log hours just yet.
Okay.
So I'll get my first done tomorrow, and then the next couple of weeks I'll schedule a couple blocks of 5-hour time just to power through it.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. It's not. They always have spots for volunteers, so you'll be good.
Yeah, and especially like for us, once I think that what's his name? I've forgotten the guy's name, but
Jason.
Yeah, Jason. He knows that we're doing this for a project, so he always tries to find like somewhere to put us on the schedule. So I think that you will be fine for the end of the semester.
Yeah.
But I have completed my hours. I did 3 blocks of 5 hours, and I did my last 5 hours on Thursday.
Very good.
I think Thursday was the day that I had I did the most stuff. I was actually pretty occupied with compiling the certificates and giving each, putting certificates in folders and stuff like that for the people who are graduating. I think they're graduating this coming Thursday. But it's been pretty fun, and so yeah.
Yeah, I like hanging out with Mel. She's fun.
Yeah. Oh, Mel is great, isn't she? She's really
Yeah.
Yeah. And my last 3 hours are tomorrow with you guys, so I look forward to seeing you guys and meeting you guys tomorrow. But but 3 of my hours were also the Riverbend tour, which was a really, really good experience because it made me really aware of all the resources in that very small community. I mean, it was like we walked around an 8-block perimeter, and there was just tons and tons and tons of resource centers that all offered different things. So it was kind of eye-opening in learning what was needed in that community. And I have enjoyed being at the Evelyn Davis Center too, for the same reasons you guys have said. I think it's been really, you start seeing familiar faces, and the staff is wonderful there. They are so nice.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, and this probably, I don't know if Dr. Marr is going to watch this or not, but because I think I texted you guys, my car got hit the first day. $4,000 worth of damage. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
They have been so nice at trying to work with me to get the security to look over it and figure out who hit me. And they haven't found out anything, but every time I go in, they're like, "We're so sorry and so glad you came back. We didn't think you'd ever come back after your car got hit." I'm like, well, it happens, but.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. $4,000. That's insane.
Oh, I know. Oh well. Gotta do it.
I feel like in some areas, or not areas, but in some places, sometimes when the staff are helping the underserved people, they kind of, I get the impression that at some places they think they're like better than them still, and they still don't really treat them with like they treat them with respect, but they just don't treat them. They kind of talk to them like they're dumb or something. Just in my experience at other places. But so this at the Evelyn K. Davis Center, they don't do that at all. They're just they'll do anything to get to where they are at and everything, and they don't. You could just tell, and sometimes in the tone of people's voices,
absolutely,
that they don't really. They're like, we're different, we're separate, but not there.
I totally agree, and you said that so well, because that's something I noticed too. But when I was actually visiting with one of the job coaches, he gave me a little bit of his background, and he's a 2-time felon, and now he's a job coach there, and so as he was visiting with one of his client was worried about his background, and he said, "Oh, been there 2 times, been in jail." I was like, so they just don't hold, they're like,
they're pretty
honest and yes. Oh my gosh, that was well said, Ashley.
Oh, thank you. But that's just something that popped out to me right away.
Yeah, that was really
like a small family, like the family of workers. I would say, they're very kind to each other, kind to clients and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They are a family. Tal, I think is his name. His mom passed away, and his mom would send him like a text every year on his birthday, right at midnight. And now Mel does that because just to kind of do that because his mom has passed away.
And she said that.
So,
that was so sweet of her to do that.
She is the sweetest gal ever.
Yeah, so they're just a big family over there.
That's I'm looking forward to working with them. So I'll actually tell you guys a little bit what my mission in the military has been, since it's actually not too far flung from being different from kind of what we're doing. So I'm with the Civil Affairs unit, and when we're overseas, a lot of our job is assessing areas, looking at the political infrastructure, the medical, the non-governmental organizations, which are things like the Evelyn Davis Foundation, environmental, actual like infrastructure networks, your sewage, your water, your power for people. And we're looking at what is it that this group of people has, what are the resources they have, how do they utilize them, how can they utilize them better. It's a lot of nation building type of stuff is primarily the mission I'm involved in. And so recently we've been just practicing, and we've been in northern Minnesota doing that in a place called Morrison County, which is where Camp Ripley is. And so we go up to Camp Ripley and we'll head out into the Morrison County area, and we get to meet with like the political leaders, some like the medical, like doctors and public health officials in the county. And then we get to go through and look at, here's how this county is broken down, which northern rural Minnesota, it does have quite a bit of poverty issues in this particular area. So a lot of our mission has been, where are the resources needed the most, and how would we solve this problem if we were the ones solving it? And so we've done a lot of the assessments and building all these generating reports, and it's been good. It's been a lot of fun for us to do that. And it's good practice too. So that's what's been keeping me busy pretty recently.
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's awesome. So the third question is, what are you learning? And he says joys, challenges, or insights. So for me, I think I'm learning patience over and over. I think it's something that has to be just kind of taught to me again. I have 3 siblings, so I mean, obviously I have some skills, but sometimes.
Wait, are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the oldest.
Oh, so you have no patience.
Yeah. So I'm also, I feel like with the patience, it's because sometimes some people, I always forget that there's some people who aren't, like, have absolutely no technology experience. Like I helped this man through his first questionnaire, because like the first initial one when he first come in, because he couldn't read the questions and he didn't know how to spell anything in English. So that was kind of eye-opening. But with the patience thing, there was a man I was with, and he was, it was hard to stay on track because he was getting really frustrated with himself because he couldn't work his phone. And it was an older phone, and I have an iPhone, and it was like an Android that I'd never seen before. And I wasn't really for sure on, and Tao was gone that day. Tao was sick. So of course the IT person that knows everything was gone. But I was kind of like, I felt bad. I was kind of like not losing my patience with him, but losing my patience with the situation, because I didn't know how to do it and I didn't know what to say to him. So, and he was getting mad at the fact that he couldn't figure it out and just getting irritated with the whole situation. So, probably patience are something that I'm learning. And then also just learning, again, like I said, that there's people who just have no, experience with technology or anything. It's like, even like my grandmothers can send like emails and things like that. So I think that, everybody can send an email, but it's just eye-opening again to, see that there's still people that just need help with that and just don't have the skills yet. So, but obviously that's what they're there for. So.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, what I can say is, what I have learned so far is that, helping people doesn't have to be something really big, and it's not necessarily small. Cause like just like you said, there are some people that need help with maybe setting up an email account, or entering your name in the computer, or filling out a questionnaire or something like that. And so I learned through the service that helping someone doesn't have to be, something very huge. It doesn't have to be that, maybe you give them like a whole big amount of money to pay for their tuition or something like that. It could be just, helping someone set up an email, send an email, or helping someone at the computer, or, helping the staff at the Evelyn K Davis Center, to be able to do their job very well. And I think that I've really, really enjoyed doing this, because I mean, for a very long time, I've always wanted to volunteer, and help, but I always say that I don't have time and I can't make time, but through this project, I've been able to make time. So I think that one of the things that I've learned is that we can always make time to help others, regardless of how busy our lives are. Just like we're all doing right now, because we're all busy, students, mothers, being on other mission projects, but we are still making time to, assist at this facility. So that's what I have taken from this service.
Very nice. Yeah, and I would agree with both of you with those. And I've also learned a lot about the cultural diversity in Des Moines. I live in a suburb, and the River Bend tour was really eye-opening, but working there, it has just been a great experience in helping me recognize the diversity of people here in Des Moines. But everybody has been just wonderful. I mean, the staff has been wonderful. The clients I've worked with have been wonderful. So I have really appreciated the awareness it has provided me. So I would say that's what I've learned.
I like it. That's awesome too.
That's cool.
Greg, you can say something about what you've learned from your mission, though.
From our mission.
Yeah.
I think patience is a big one, because I know military side, one of the things we're really big on, we have our timetables, we have what we project our mission to take, and very, very rarely does it ever look like that, especially when you're working with a civilian population. And so patience is a big thing, because it's really easy to get into that military mindset of, we said we're going to be here at this time, this is how long we want to talk to you, hammer it out that military way. And it takes a lot of patience to step back from that role and be like, these aren't people who are trained like us. If we say 9:30, sometimes people won't show up till like 9:40, 9:50.
Exactly.
We might schedule to only talk to them for like a half hour, and that may turn into a 2 or 3 hour conversation with someone. And it's really good to learn how to step back, have that patience, and just as it flows, and not come across as agitated or feel like you're rushing them, because then you're going to shut down that relationship that you have with the individual. You're ultimately not going to do anything. You're not going to solve any of the problems. You're not going to get the information you need. You're not going to be able to help them. So I think that's a big thing that CA has taught me.
That's good. Very good.
So.
Okay, so the last question is, how is your service learning project expressing and developing your servant leader skills? And it says to be specific. So for me, I'd say it is not developing. Okay, so probably I'd say I'm, serving the underserved. So, but like the first part of it is realizing that there's people in your own community that are underserved. Des Moines is, a pretty well-off area. I mean, in terms of the other parts of the country, I'd say the poverty is less. So obviously we see people, we see, maybe somebody with like a little, I don't know, like they'll be in a park or something, and they're homeless. But when I went to Las Vegas this past week, there were people living like in just homeless people living everywhere. And it was it was sad, and it brings me back down to, or it shows me how fortunate people in Des Moines are. But to get back to the question, let me read it again. Expressing. So yeah. So just learning, like I said, about the issues that we do have in Des Moines, especially because I feel like we're becoming more and more culturally diverse every year and all the time. So yeah, that's what I'd say.
I would agree. Well, and I brought this up already, but my probably big thing was awareness, which is pretty much what you were just saying, is the awareness of what the need is in our community that I did not. Oh, hold on, I didn't find that. Sorry. Take my phone.
It's okay.
So that would be my big thing, is the awareness of what the need is in the community that I did not know before. And I don't know, I've just watched so many different interactions that have really, like one that stood out to me was a lady was there to get some just for a class, and she brought her 2 kids, and one of the faculty or one of the staff came over and was talking to her, and was saying, "Oh, I'll help you with your kids," and the gal said, "Oh," she's like, "Oh, my kids are so bad," and the lady just stopped her right there in the tracks, and she said, "Don't you ever say that about your kids, or let them hear you say that." So the way that they're teaching people to not only do things that will make them better as a potential employee, but as a parent or as a person. And she was like, it was an interesting interaction to watch, that whole thing. So it was just interesting to learn how they approach people and teach them not more than just what their classes offer.
Yeah, was that Miss Helen? That sounds like Miss Helen.
It was exactly Miss Helen. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. It was Miss Helen. She's the one who was a principal.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep, she told me.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. You know who that was?
Yeah, I could just tell.
Oh yeah, she was not happy with that gal. but she handled it so professionally, and wasn't condemning in any way. But she was just like, "Is this what you want your child to know?" It was just, she was teaching. Yes. But this wasn't in an actual class, or it wasn't in an actual, it was just right there as she was waiting for her job coach. And it was just nice to see that they center on their clients at all points once they walk into the building. Yeah. So
yes.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, yeah, that Miss Helen is really sweet.
Go ahead.
She is just, yeah. But anyway, what I can say about that is that for me, the most I have, I guess I can say actual service, because me being there able to help clients, I just feel so, it just makes me feel really good that I can help someone at the end of the day, whether it's, like on Thursday when I was there was this guy that came, and I helped him with the computer, and after that he wanted to see a job coach, and he was on break, so I helped him put down some information, like his previous work experience, where he's worked before, how long he's worked, his old school and stuff like that. And so we already had everything ready before the job coach came around. And so it just made me feel good that I was able to help someone do something like this. Now, even though it might seem, for me, I would never need help to do something like that, but other people do need help or assistance doing stuff like that, and just being able to help him, make it easier for him, and also make it easier for the job coach. It just made me feel good. And so I think that actual service, like, serving the people that need help the most, and also serving the people that are, given the help at the facility, is just, I think that one of the very, very big characteristics of a servant leader. So that has been great.
Great.
Very nice.
Oh, Greg left.
I think we're done though. I think we kind of hit
that's the last question.
Oh, there he is.
He's back.
You have anything to add, Greg, before we sign out?
Say it again.
Okay, so that was the last question.
Yep.
Am I back?
Yep, you're back. Did you want me to read it to you again, or were you just?
I was gonna stay out there for a minute. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. Did you say you wanted me to read it again?
Yeah. What was that last question again?
Okay.
Oh, like what would have?
How is your service learning project expressing and developing your servant leader skills? So like you probably pull an experience or something from your mission project.
Kind of broken. I could barely understand you.
No, that's fine. How is your service learning project expressing and developing your servant leader skills?
I talked a little bit about the side. As far as the project, I have to wait as I get my hours done with the Evelyn Davis Foundation. I think for me, a lot of it's going to be awareness, because as I said, I am talked about before. I'm a pretty big introvert.
I don't want to interrupt, but
unless it's to go run or ride my bicycle, maybe to the community.
I don't want to interrupt you, but it's like really laggy and like touch and go. So I just didn't want you to have to like repeat everything again.
Oh no. You probably didn't hear me.
I know. I feel bad. Here, let me see if I can like chat him.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe if he wanted to, he could like send me like a text. Okay, awareness. He says awareness is his big point.
Yeah. Oh no.
And then I think he.
Yeah, he's out again.
Darn. Well, I'll just we can shoot him a text if he wants to tell me what he was gonna say. I can like add it in the little message to when in the Dropbox. That wouldn't be a big deal.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
ladies.
So I guess the for me the biggest thing would be after you guys meet tomorrow, if you can let me know whether when we can meet again, and so that I can be part of the how
For
I
sure.
can I cannot be there tomorrow, so
That's okay.
just let me know.
For sure.
All right,
ladies.
Look forward to seeing you tomorrow, Ashley, and we'll get
Yep,
together.
you too. Okay.
All right.
All right, bye. Thanks,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.